Finish looks like they're in trouble to me. Although they talked me into getting the bloody Paul McGann release. Unbelievably. Here, let me show you this. Like I'm shocked. I'm shocked they did it. Like I was like, this was a hard no for me. Well, unless I heard I bought the previous one, and if that was good, that's the reboot of the Eighth Doctor. Reboot 15 million news. There you go. We'll be back to your Rabbi's Rough next. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, darling. Doink. Yeah, in the bleak midwinter. They're doing a Christmas one. I gotta get it. I love Christmas Doctor Who. Right? Big Finish is getting ready to celebrate a festive season with a terrific trio of tinsel tinted tales due for release in December. Yes. I'm pre-buying this without even hearing the first one. Clever move, Big Finish, right? Clever, because I am a sucker for Christmas Doctor Who. I want there to be a box set of like classic Christmas Doctor Who, which we never got. Like, wouldn't that be wonderful? I would love Robert Shearman to write a Fourth Doctor Christmas adventure. The Dalek invasion of Christmas. I think it'd be lovely. How it didn't become a Christmas thing with John Nathan Turner doing like a pantomime one. Like the idea of was it the Fifth Doctor going into a pantomime reality, right? When then he could be played by Jan Francis as a pantomime date. I did that. That was it was not a speculation. That was a fantasy from, I can't remember the article, but it was I think Doctor Who magazine. The Eighth Doctor, Paul McGann's new companion, Lady Audacity Montague, which I hate already, played by Jay Griffiths. Oh, look, Lady Audacity Montague, a black woman. Okay, well, that makes sense. And is she from the far future? No, from the past. Okay. We're spending Christmas in London and Edinburgh this year in 3 brand new full-cast audio adventures. Midwinter is a magical time, a season of hope and renewal. It's a time to make friends. I know, I love Christmas. I do. I freaking adore Christmas. Absolutely. I really, really do. But the season also brings cold and darkness, and the TARDIS travelers are about to experience 3 very different winter tales. Joining the series regulars will be Jason Watkins, who I freaking love. Jason Watkins is awesome. He's great in everything he's in. Right? He's in Nightmare in Silver. I have to. I guess he is. I forgot about that. As Al Norton, who cares? Natalie Gummaid, she's from Corrie. As Chief Elf. Is she going to be like a stunning and brave space captain? Probably. David Robb from somebody from Downton Abbey. Nicholas Grace from Robin Hood. Oh, that's the Nicholas Grace. He's the what's it called again? Sheriff of Nottingham, wasn't he? Oh, was he like the blonde one? No, he was the blonde one, I guess. He was the blonde wet one. I think. I don't care enough to look it up. Right? That's the basic bottom line. Fine. So we get 3 stories. I like $16, $17 sounds £17 sounds reasonable. Download. So $24 in December by John Dorney. Okay, John Dorney, Tim Foley, and Roy Gill, all good writers in my opinion. Right? I like all of these people. So given a Christmas theme, I think it is good news. Right? I think that's actually very, very good news. So yeah, okay. I like, without hearing this companion, I'm on board. Right? I'm totally on board. The TARDIS lands in London on the 1st of December, and the Doctor decides to treat his companion to a proper Christmas holiday. Fine, even down to dragging out the Baker Street Advent calendar. But elsewhere in the city, a department store Santa named Al Norton is starting to have a very unnerving month. He's on the collision course with the time travelers. Is it going to be a happy Christmas? I'm on board. That sounds that good. Solid Christmas special. Okay, I'm on board with that. Then again, I love myself Christmassy Doctor Who. I really do. I mean, wouldn't you love to hear a Tim Treloar Christmas special, right? Third Doctor Christmas special. Yeah, which we always should have had. The Empty Man by Eldred Brinkwood is the scribe of scary stories, who is preparing to share another one of his tales of Christmas Eve. Except this horror is like no other. The Doctor and his new friend have stirred something in the dark, something the ruthless, something relentless. The Empty Man must be. So this doesn't sound like a super Christmassy one, but it sounds like a nice horror-y one with a bit of a wintry edge. I'm fine with that. I like the Christmas specials to be super Christmassy because I love freaking Christmas. I think Christmas is awesome. And I'm a Jew. Like, that's how right you Christians got Christmas. Okay? I'm a Bible-having Jew saying that Christmas is awesome. Yeah. What's wrong? You don't like Christmas pudding or a mince pie? There's something wrong with you then. Brandy butter? No, it's awesome. Anyway. Chestnuts roasting on open fire. Where are we at? So Winter of Demon. The TARDIS brings the travellers to Victorian England, good place for Christmas. Industrial Donald Shaw plans to transform the city with his electric light, but people are dying, found horribly burned. What ancient power has Shaw summoned? Can the Doctor and Co. prevent the Winter of the Demon? Okay, so yeah, one real Christmassy one, but I'm still on board, right? I'm still on board. I like wintry. Yeah, and I wasn't going to get this. The first Benny Summerfield book was a pattern. Yeah, I should give that a re-listen. Right, I should give that. There's quite a good, lot of good Christmas Doctor Who. The best still, I think, is Spare Parts, which is basically the origin of the Cybermen, with the Christmas issue. Right, just fantastic. Right, absolutely fantastic. So where should we start? I'm caught up with the chat. Shall we start with the? Well, you know what? Yeah, let's start with the music. Doing. It's a video file. So here. So we've got 2 bits of music to listen to. Second, the new Doctor Who theme, and Full House of Usher. We'll do that next. We'll look at that trailer next, and the 15th Doctor theme. So I think both of them to the list. Let's have a listen. Okay, so on the outset, it's very who is this? 11th Doctor, right? It's got that cinematic feel of the 11th Doctor. Yeah, this seems to be like an amalgam of. It's like the Sonic Screwdriver. It's an amalgam of all of them, right? Sounds like 2 themes being sampled. Yes. I like the choral element. That's something new, right? I do like that choral element. I think that's very cool. I just heard a boom. That must be a bomb dropping somewhere in a town called Kfar Saba, about 5 miles away. Yeah, it feels got that like cinematic feel of the 11th Doctor. I think. I mean, doesn't sound bad. It's what you do with it, baby. Right? It's what it connects to. The 15th Doctor theme I found more inspiring. Let's listen to this. in the same way, I think the Madman and Boxers really very much amplified what the 11th Doctor was, right? I think that was a really, really very representative piece of music, right? If this is representative of what Shooter's Doctor is, it sounds great, right? It sounds like it'll be great. I mean, it sounds like he's a force of nature, but it also sounds very classic as well. I can't tell if that's the new theme or any. It's like I don't know. It does feel like it was made a bit on a soundboard, right? It's very hard to tell. But I don't know. Maybe. Oh, 1 second. See what else there is on this.
There he is. Oh, Russell, what a night.
Well, I think you can hear from the 15th Doctor's theme that we're coming back subtler than ever.
Again, that to me bodes well for the future of Doctor Who, right? Hopefully the future of Doctor Who will guide the young fans in a more sane direction. We're going to look at their take on the Israel-Palestine conflict. And it's not a particularly clever one. So I honestly, I've never had any contact with Safe Space Who. Don't know who he is. My guess is young. My guess is he wants to be a good person, right? I think probably for all intents and purposes, he probably is a good person. I know nothing about him. I know nothing derogatory about him. If he turns out to be a person who has been a somewhat toxic on Twitter, I wouldn't be in the least bit surprised. Many people in his demographic are, right? And they hold one set of rules for one person, one set of rules for them. But the thing I find here is like this complete lack of any idea what he knows or he's talking about. Like, he's just so insanely stupid. And this, like, complete confidence where you can just wade in, with like to something you have zero understanding about. My heart is with the people of Palestine. What about people of Israel? Oh, fuck the Jews, right? Why isn't your heart just with people, right? It's terrible that this conflict has been forced upon us, right? No, your heart's with the people of Palestine. Couldn't give a fuck about the Jews, right? Yes, I noticed. What's been happening in their country the last 70 years has been barbaric. What country's that then, you dumb cunt? Like, which country are you talking about? Country in Palestine didn't exist, right? Here's what's been happening. Just to bring you up to speed, right? There was a half of Palestine got turned into Jordan, and then Britain had a mandate over the rest. They wanted to get rid of. There's been this thing going since the 1900s where there could be a Jewish homeland, right? Which they, I believe, that the British government at the time got behind this thing called a partition plan, where you would have a two-state solution essentially, right? And the Jews said, yes, absolutely, we accept. And the Arabs says, no, we'll kill all the fucking Jews, right? And I think the goal of the British government at that time was to deal with the Jewish refugees from from Europe, right, who made them feel guilty and bad about themselves, right? And so they left. They gave all the best munitions and strategic military advantage to the Arabs. They also hated the Jews because one of the reasons they left, there was an insurgency against them. and they've been fighting the British. So the British hated the essentially, the people that went on to be the first IDF. So they gave all the advantages to the Arabs, thinking the Arabs would slaughter the Jews. In some places they did, in some places they didn't. We survived. That's what happened. They lost territory. Some Arabs fled. The nonsense that you've been heard that land was stolen is an absolute lie. We always wanted to live in peace, and I'm sorry you believe that lie, right? But it's a lie, right? Yeah, it's only lies you've been sold. Yeah, we all like, and again, this is what history records. I'm sorry. It's heartbreaking to see the genocide and ethnic cleansing. Now, let me tell you, if you don't like ethnic cleansing, do you know how Gaza got to be the way it is? Right? So Israel occupied Gaza up until 20 years ago. And they withdrew, and they also ethnically cleansed all the Jews from the area, right? In a place called Gush Katif, right? They dragged people from their homes, essentially, and destroyed 1 million lives in it. It ripped the country apart. And we did it because morons like you, safe space who know nothing, and I think had best intentions, said, "Oh, this will be in exchange for peace," right? Well, almost instantly they voted Hamas into power, and they started a campaign of suicide bombing, right? You probably don't remember 20 years ago, right? Sabaro's restaurant in Jerusalem. So, this is where suicide bombing came from. Right, and so to stop that, we had to build a fence. I understand Jews building a fence. How fucking awful! You fucking Jews building a fucking fence just because we want to blow you up, you uppity cunts. Again, I'm not. This is exactly what happened, and then we ringed you with ringed you with the army, both Egypt and Israel, because you are genocidal cunts who will cut the heads off babies. I don't understand. I don't like where you are with any of this. Anyway, so that ethnic cleansing did happen, right? And also the ethnic cleansing I spoke of earlier, where we have Palestinians, 20% Palestinian population represented in government and through every facet of society. That's just a fact, right? And yet you call us an apartheid state. And the intimation is the people of Gaza are walled off because we hate them because they're brown or because they're Palestinian or something. Well, why are we fine with those Palestinians? That you know nothing about nothing. This is genocide. It's the genocide of Hamas, right? Hamas is going to be eradicated from reality, right? Yes, that's going to happen. But it's like saying the genocide of the Nazis. Yeah, wow, no more Nazis. Oh no, who will cut the heads of babies now? Having under our eyes, in front of your eyes, you moron. I'm using my platform in ways that you could help free Palestine. Dude, nobody would like Free Palestine more than you. They imprint some a link to propaganda. Muslim has, that's a Palestinian charity. They're not all amazingly, the type of people who cut the heads of fucking babies in cribs. I mean, kill them that way, and they actually cut a fetus out of a pregnant woman. Fuck me, you and knifed it. I mean, like, fuck me, this is evil, right? They also fib occasionally. They do. It's not war, it's colonialism. No, we wanted to live with you. And you said, no, we're going to kill you, you fucking Jews. It's not eviction, it's ethnic cleansing. That's what you did to us. It's not conflict, it's occupation. No, we left you 20 years ago, and this is what you did. It's not complicated. It's genocide. So let's see what the idiot replies have been. Oh no, buildings have been blown up only for starting a war. What happened is we started a war with the nuclear power, the heavily armed nuclear power with a large air force and complete backing of NATO and America. And now we have a war and we don't like it. Some problem. Pigs on the case. So pick up some of the better ones. Free Palestine is code for kill the Jews. Yes, we know. All right. Again, these are the people here. Peace proposals rejected by the Palestinians. 47 UN petition. 49 UNGA 194 land plan proposal. UN SCR 242 land proposal. That's 67. 78 Begin Sadat peace proposal. 94 Rabin Hussein peace proposal. 2000 Barack Clinton peace proposal. 2008 that was amazing. They gave him freaking everything. That one. Omar Bush peace proposal. 2001 in Kerry's contour for peace proposal. Trump and him invite to join the Abraham Accords, right? And I mean, no peace proposal offered by Palestinians, 0. Where's the safe space for Jews, you sick fuck? This is disturbing. What is it? See what it. Teacher tells students to stand in a corner just as Israel does. Fuck you. Yeah, they did that in the Holocaust too. Teachers, yeah, I know. Anyway, yeah, and they the Palestinians tearing down things. This girl's a bit stupid, right? Here, let's watch this clip because this is what's wrong with the weakness of the generation. Hang on. So she doesn't understand why Hamas is allowed to protest on a campus. Here, let's hear what she has to say. Here's look, Donnie, you got to understand. This is what free speech is, right? This really is. They're allowed to say what they're not allowed to kill you, but they're allowed to say what they want.
They want our people dead.
I know they want you dead. They want specifically they would rape and murder you. We just saw it a week ago, mate. 100%. You need to know that there are people who hate you because you're a Jew. You need to know that, darling.
Yeah.
And so part of it.
They're allowed to speak up.
How are you allowing this?
It's because if you don't, all civilization falls apart.
Why are you putting us to? They want us dead.
Darling, you need to understand. They want you dead. It's true. It is true. Let's go back. See if there's anything else that we can bring out of this. Doink. Silence is compliance. Voice for Israel. Okay. I don't know what that is. Wait, is this? We still? Oh, wow. We went to a different thread. How'd that happen? Let me go back. Doink. There's one that I found really funny. They showing many atrocities. This is genocide. Jewish population in Europe, right? Meow. Ethnic cleansing. Meow. Right. This is when you see their population keep rising. But you see, problem being all over the case. This is great. How to identify the worst side in a conflict? Does one side rape women and behead babies? It's that side. It is that side, baby. Anyway, it's got to be okay. Problem being, is it only you here? You eviscerated. What's it got to do with Doctor Who? Stick to talking about Daleks. Disgusted. Oh no, good for you, mate. You can't even get it, man. This has not worked out well for him. Blimey. anti-Semitic propaganda. This guy's being smashed into oblivion. Sometimes the flare goes up, you can see exactly where everyone is. Douglas Murray, you're absolutely right. Anti-Semite, fine with decapitating baby. Like, who kidnaps babies? Lying, deceitful, Jew-hating anti. I just said he's I'm misguided. Okay, Sister Safe Space 2, I'm being the nicest to you of anybody here, right? Man, I see nothing. I think nothing supporting him at all. Well, I didn't expect that. All right, I didn't expect that to be at all. Fine. You know that the whole 70+ argument is a mask to say Israel should never have been created, right? Or do you not know what the representation means? No, he doesn't know what that means. I can. Like, honestly, this is a big argument. You raped and murdered this like hippie chick, like a hot hippie chick. That's disgusting. Fuck around, find out. That's where we are in Gaza right now, right? That's where we are in Gaza. For a more recent survey, 60% of Palestinians in Gaza either support or strongly support armed attacks against Israeli citizens. West Bank, just over 54%. Yeah, so, you know, man, that really didn't work out well for him. Look, Mr. Safe Space Who, right? I'm going to make an offer. I really know nothing about you, and you probably think I'm an evil person, right? Because you believe the hype and things. I really know genuinely nothing about you. If you want to come on my channel and talk this out in a non-pejorative way, right? We can talk about our differences. You can tell me everything you think I do that you think is immoral, and I'll tell you why I don't think it. Or I'll agree with you and I'll apologize, right? 100%. I offer you a way back, mate. Right? 100%. I offer you a way back. Because honestly, I think everybody deserves a way back, and I don't think it's really his fault, right? He's brought up in a world where this is, you know, what he's been taught, right? It really is. I think it's. Look, you see, we're not looking at this story, but this is a side thing. Like Minnesota woman and husband who advocated for Palestinian rights killed by Hamas. Right? They're one of the dead. Right? Yeah, they hate you because you're a Jew, and that's just it, darling. You got to understand that they hate you, and they want you dead because you're a Jew. And Mr. Safe Space Who, you really got to understand that too, right? And I bear you no animosity whatsoever, right? Genuinely bear you no animosity. Let's have a look at some news stories to look at. Doctor Who both reveals number of seasons shooting out the second season. Now, on Dan's channel, they were talking about this and they were pissed off that it's only 8, right? They were pissed off, disappointed. I understand it, but I don't understand. This is what they announced when they announced it was 8+1 for season 14. Right? And we said then, oh, there's probably going to be other series running with it, right? To make it more of a... See, the reason... one of the reasons, anyway, they want to do Torchwood and Sarah Jane Adventures is essentially it was Rusty Davies understanding how TV worked in 2005, 2010. It's like the more that you're on schedulers' minds, the more they bump you up. And it's quite incredible, right? So that's essentially why you had Torchwood, because there was no real need for it. But they wanted to double the time that you thought about Doctor Who. Also, it was a clever ploy that you had a adult show and a kid show, and then Doctor Who was the main show, right? So people are like, it's 8+1, right? And they've always said because that is a sustainable number, right? That's a so they can keep doing for a while. So I don't know. I think that's. Well, it's not. It depends what they do, right? I keep going back to that. It depends what they're going to do. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. Right? If it's 8 good episodes and a great Christmas special, I'm up for that, right? I'm totally up for that. I honestly, other than wanting to convince us that chicks with dicks are normal. Russell's got a pretty good track record, right? That's the way it is. But yeah, do we have a quote? I don't know. But again, keep in mind, Disney's about to be majorly de-wokified, right? It's not profitable. It's destroyed them. Because they had so many things that fell, their stock price fell into oblivion. So this guy called Nelson Peltz. Who is it? This guy over here. Where do you go? Nelson Peltz has bought up a bunch of Disney stock, and he's going to essentially force out Bob Iger, who's been the guy behind all the woke. And this, and we're saying things. Bob Iger overwhelmed and exhausted during the company's slump report. That's code for he's on his way out, right? Which means like the chicks with dick stuff in Doctor Who is also basically out. Katie Manning remembers closest friend John Pertwee. Musical celebration, that's tomorrow, right? Again, I'm planning a stream tomorrow. Sometime this week, I may have a stream planned and I have to vanish. Great storytelling to tell you after it's done. Rossi Davies teases 60s Doctor Who project with additional shoot. Let's read that. Oh, maybe I want to read this column first. Paul again wants to do more Doctor Who after. Listen, give him a series, right? Give him a series. Rusty Davis reveals important dates for fans. Again, we'll read his column first. See what else we got to talk about. We might do this tonight. Probably not. Maybe tomorrow. Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker getting erased from Doctor Who. Hopefully. One can only hope. He hints he's staying for 4 seasons. I think people are kind of reading into this. Is there anything new on Bleeding Court? Let's have a look. Doctor Who. Why the Whoniverse will be missing an unearthly child. Oh, I heard about this story. Right? And they're saying, like, yeah, you want to buy a physical copy ASAP. It's going up in price. So they've got everything on. The first 4 episodes, according to Coburn Sons, Steph Anthony Coburn, and he doesn't mince words. Why? Let's see the full tweet. A while back, I cancelled the BBC's license to show or in any way my late father's first ever Doctor Who episodes comprising of the Tribe of Gum. Now they've offered me a pittance to relicense them, and I counter them instead. Let's see how much they want them. Okay, so fine. Hope you have physical media, baby. Murray Gold told the 12th Doctor's tale with 3 themes. I'll check that out tomorrow, maybe. Who's Spy? I find these things completely pointless. Right? I do. I find these things like just completely and totally pointless. Oh, look, there's a picture. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, fine. But that's fine. So let's go over to this. Russell D. Davis. The Russell D. Davis teases the Russell D. Davis in the upcoming show crossover. Is this from his Doctor Who magazine? Yeah, let's read his column in Doctor Who magazine before anything else. Beat the beep. Beat the beep. I think we'll do that story maybe tomorrow, right? Showrunner. Doink. Letter from the showrunner. At last, it's time to get excited. Here we go. Okay, I feel the same way. Right? At last. Come on, I'm going to use capitals this month. I like them. Yeah, if you ever read The Writer's Tale, you'll see that's true. Does it feel like ages since Doctor Who was on? Yes! Well, if I get this right, you'll be spinning for Who-ness for years and years. If content is king, then we've got the right royal regal procession coming your way. So stand back, fanfare, trumpets, Ermine? Tiaras. I don't know what Ermine is. After a month of hints and winky slide aside, it's time for, well, okay, a few more hints and winks and blah, blah, blah. We're almost there, and you've got to see a great, lovely pre-Strictly trailer, Okay, the unit tower is built in helipad on the 55th floor. I remember when we saw the picture of that being filmed, right? I thought that was the helicarrier. I mean, get in. So much more on the way, like Miriam Margolis's Meep, and brand new TARDIS interior. That's what I'm looking forward to. Oh, and the terrifying scene with Sue, not to mention two celebrity historical figures thrown into a good measure, and the sheer goddamn mystery of special number 2, and like a cherry on top, a genuine in-universe crossover with my ITV drama earlier this year, Nolly. No, please. Oh, she's gonna have what's the name? I bet they're gonna have Helena Bonham Carter in it as Nolly somehow. We're doing Crossroads. I bet that's gonna happen. Which is truly canonical and official because I say so. I told Charlie Quinn to get dead on Nolly. What I've done is actually gasp. It's Russell Davies universe. Promote the man. Okay, I'm on board, right? I am, because I thought Nolly was a very sweet, fun drama. Yeah, I remember when we saw this. So, like, essentially, you see everything that's like not physical, or the what's the name? The ground around the helipad, the city around it. Yeah, that none of that. That was just a car park, I think. But look, they spent some money on it. Also, November 1st, 3rd, and November 1st, 17th, and 23rd. And none of this is the date of the special transmission. Although I better say that none of them is a date to book a hotel for, since we don't have any live events planned. Sorry, we concentrated on our fire on things everyone can see. I appreciate that, being somebody who lives here very remotely. I do actually appreciate that. I'm writing this on September the 18th, which is a strange linear timeline when not all publicity decisions have been finalized. So I'm talking about things which should have been announced by the time this is published. I can't quite be sure. Like Miriam's announced that we had that plan for October, but her autobiography was published, giving the game away early. Oops, press release quickly. But it is October, right? But you know about... Oh, right. I remember that. You know about when she unleashes by now. Although you won't know, it'll be popping up unexpectedly, briefly before the Star Beast is shown. Oh, just wait. Okay. Listen, Russell, mate, I hope you're going to live up to this hype. Okay? I hope you're going to live up to this hype. Because it sounds pretty good. It does. It sounds pretty good. And you have been told about the archive, the back catalogue of Doctor Who arriving on iPlayer. But what's coming on Disney Plus? Come on, Russell. You know, you want to tell Jinx what they can watch. So at last, when I arrived at the job, I told them I wanted to make Doctor Who, 2, annually, 3, create massive behind-the-scenes coverage. I love you. 4, not telling you that yet. 5, not that. Have a back catalogue Doctor Who ready, available, not just for us, but the fans. Listen, here's the weird thing. I have literally everything. I mean, I don't have all the Torture and Sarah Jane adventures, right? But I have. Here, let me do. Can I show you this? Yeah. There we go. Doctor Who. Fine. This is my Doctor Who folder, and I have an app called AirVideo, which allows you to stream anything onto your phone. Right? So I can get it or any device. So I got the Jodie episodes. Jodie. Dalek Invasion of Doctor and the Daleks and Doctor of the Daleks. These are all 4K, right? Yeah, 33 gig. So I got these all both on 4K, ready to go. Power of the Doctor. Should I move that into the Jodie? Whatever. An Adventure in Time and Space. But here, like for example, Fourth Doctor. Yeah, I can go to. I basically have everything ripped from the highest quality possible. So where are we at to? Like, let's look at City of Death, right? I go to City of Death folder, and I can. This is the standard def. I don't know why I keep standard def. Look, go to the HD folder, and it's got Behind the Sofa, Blue Peter with K9, City of Death 1, 2, 3, 4, designing City of Death, directing Doctor Who, Douglas Adams in Paris. That's a great documentary. I think Ian Scoon's Chicken Wrangler. That's a fun little extra. Model shots, Paris in springtime. That's a documentary. My mistake. Prehistoric landscapes, behind studio footage. Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to Get that's the documentary I liked. I like both of them. And Trails. Like, again, so I have all of this all the time ready to go, right? Like, and I think I can stream it. Unfortunately, missed the round. Man, I've had so many today, right? I've had so many. I'm sure we'll come up some more. Not to worry. So it shouldn't be that exciting to me, but it is. And I just want to know what's going to be on Disney Plus, right? Finally justifying the cost of that piece of shit. But the fans and the children and families, absolutely anyone. The show always needs to be split up into different platforms. The show's always been split into different platforms behind different paywalls. Now it's here for all to see as one mighty empire. You can go from 1963 to Power of the Doctor. Wouldn't recommend it without changing channels. I think that's a very good thing, right? I think that convenience it's brilliant, right? I mean, I think that's very important, right? I think it's a very good thing. Mind you, I made a statement. I can't. There we are. Mind you, I made a statement that I kind of forgot about. I was busy. About 18 months later, I casually said to Julie Garner, "Hey, what happened to that iPlayer plan? What's the 1 second? Doink. What happened to that iPlayer plan? Has anybody actually done anything?" She gave me a basilisk stare and informed me that while I'd forgotten about it, a fleet of lawyers and producers and subtitlers and data wranglers had worked their fingers to the bone into the small hours of night for an entire year to swing the deal. You idiots! So, I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, look, the thing with Disney Plus is they got to do international subtitles with anything they release. So, I mean, they got a subtitle. I mean, maybe they have the subtitles for all the different languages already. I don't know. Like Disney Plus is native to Israel. It's actually interesting. The way they stop you sharing accounts internationally is when it first opened up, I got an American account, which I use with a VPN, but you use a email for that, right? With the Israel account, you use only a telephone number, right? So, that's the way you can't transfer between the two. I think it's quite clever. There's a way of keeping it local. Where we're up to. So you're going to get stuff we plan for 18 months. You're also going to get extra things that sprang into being yesterday. Okay, it was July this year, but as summer began, I was thinking about the 60th, and I was wondering, have we done enough? So I had this idea on July 5th to send a formal proposal to the team on July 20th. And then 3 script writers go to work. And now 2 months later, in the second half of September, they're about to embark on a 6-day shoot of a brand new material that'll make you fizz. I promise, man. Again, I'm excited. This sounds like, again, it's the end of the world, and hopefully it's happening before the apocalypse. But it'll be something nice to look forward to after the apocalypse. But meanwhile, we're filming the actual show back on the streets of Cardiff to shoot the next series. 5 of the next 9 scripts finished and planned. Again, this isn't news that they're doing 9 scripts. So all the excitement above is already in the past tense for us. Nah, that's not true. We're wide as you are. Programs really don't exist. Programs really don't exist until they're transmitted. So right now, the Hooniverse is alive and buzzing and wild with anticipation. And any second now, Yahoo! I think November's going to be good. I think November is going to be good. I think there's going to be stuff we're going to go, this is awesome. Right? I really do. And I do indeed hope that's the case, right? I do indeed hope that's the case.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.